Dental surgeries across England have been allowed to reopen today, but the British Dental Association has issued an open letter to the Health Secretary warning only a fraction of services will be available and calling for support for the industry. In Scotland, only private dental practices can open, and in Northern Ireland there will be a phased approach. Wales's Chief Dental Officer says they're looking at reopening from the 1st of July. Dan Johnson spent the morning at one dental practice that's reopened in Essex.
The calls are coming.
Good morning, Together Dental.
From patients who are suffering.
Does it get eased with anything? So anything hot, cold or any painkillers?
But for most,
So at the moment we're not seeing any patients.
there's still no appointment.
We can only see a few patients. The backlog is becoming more of a backlog as we can only see a handful of patients here when we would have seen 160. So realistically, we may be talking a couple of months at least.
Patients are allowed in just one at a time, and all but the most urgent cases are being sent away to treat themselves.
I had a tooth filling fell out a couple of weeks ago. I think they've done the best they can all along, and they're doing a good job at the moment as well. Obviously the people with more pain need the urgent appointments. Other people like me can wait a little while.
And if you do get an appointment, this is what you'll see. Changing protective equipment and cleaning treatment rooms means extra cost and delay.
Although it's uncomfortable, it's there for the safety of us and our patients, and that's paramount. That's the first line that we have to deal with, and then obviously comes the treating of the patients thereafter.
But it slows down what you're able to do.
Exactly, yeah. Yeah, severely. So on average, I'll probably see about 30 patients a day, and maximum I'll probably see in a day is about 5 patients.
So the waiting list is...
So the waiting list is getting clogged up, it's building up, and we're going to have to tackle that somehow.
So routine dentistry is still a long way off, and just a third of England's practices are expected to treat anyone today.
Many of my colleagues have struggled to implement the operating procedures that were only issued last Thursday, and the PPE, which has been an issue all the way through this pandemic, was only released to the dental market on Wednesday, far too late for many of the practices to get orders and get that delivered to their practices for today.
The dentist's diary isn't full despite patient demand. Access wasn't good before, but now it looks even tougher and will be for some time. Dan Johnson, BBC News in Essex.